Folks, we're getting ready to do something that we haven't done in a while, and that's get an update with somebody who we haven't seen in a while, and I'm super excited to be able to do this. Who I'm talking about? Banky. Where the hell has Banky been? What's been going on with Banky? What happened between Joe and Banky? I know some people probably have wondered. I want to reassure you guys that nothing has happened between Banky and I, but yet I do wear the responsibility that people could think that when we don't get a chance to see somebody in a little bit of time. And it's been a little bit of time since we last saw Banky. I think it's been like 2 months. Nothing bad has happened between Banky and I. However, I've learned that there has been some people trying to stir the pot. We're gonna address that, Banky and I are today in this update video, but more importantly, we are gonna focus on the positive. And what's been going on with Banky is positive. This man is enjoying his life. He just got a chance to enjoy his first Christmas out here in the free world for the first time in over 30 years. So shout out to that nice little angle that we got up here in the Jeep. And I got a feeling that having Joel with us is gonna add quite a nice little look and feel and flair to this update that we're getting ready to do with Banky. We've got lights, we've got cameras, 3 of them, and we're getting ready to have some action. Banky interview upcoming. Joel, show them what we're dealing with right here though. Yo, it's a straight red zone on Google Maps. Yeah, we're dead stopped on the interstate. Shit, we could get out and do the sit-down interview right here. But we don't have Banky with us just yet. We're going to see him, and I want to ask all of you, you let me know down in the comment sections what this video comes out looking like. Because Joel, he be putting his foot in the ass of some angles, some shots, and some editing. I hope this is a video that you enjoy. If we could ever get there because of this damn traffic, boy, we missed the exit, and definitely regretting that now. All right, this is gonna be totally different right here. We got Joel's camera angles, and boy, we got some stuff going on. Hopefully we can show you a little bit of behind the scenes, because we got 3 cameras filming this, but more importantly, we're sitting here with somebody we haven't seen in a long time. Banky, what's going on?
What's up, Joe? What's up to APS family? How y'all doing out there? Glad to see y'all. Long time no see. Hope all y'all doing well out there. Hope ain't nobody shocked to see me over here.
They might be. They might be. I guess there's been a little bit of stirring the pot that's been taking place with some trolls. That's nowhere near as important as it is to get this update with you. Right. It's my fault. I haven't seen you in about 2 months, maybe even a little bit longer than that. And it's just been because I've been busy. And I know that usually when I don't see somebody for a period of time, some folks may start to think that there's an issue. Banky, do we got any beef, man?
Hey, we got some beef. I don't know about it, man. That's the thing about it. I don't know nothing about it. You know, I'm over there on my channel, man, the Banky Pound channel and everything. And every time somebody says that, they ask me that quite often. Sometimes they'll lay off, but then they'll come back and ask me, what's going on with you and Joe? What's up, man? Why you beefing with Joe? Da-da-da. And I be like, befuddled, because I'm like, I didn't know I was beefing with Joe. I'm like, I got nothing but love for Joe. After prison show, I wouldn't know nothing about this if it wasn't for Joe. So what are y'all talking about? So they'll say, well, you ain't on there no more. You ain't been on there. I say, okay. And I always say the same thing. I said, you see Joe on there, don't you? Joe busy, man. Joe doing real estate. Joe buying houses. Joe got a lot of things going on. And I'm trying to start up my own YouTube. So that's it. You know what I'm saying? I said, no more, no less. I said, everything else it is, that's what y'all making it out to be. But I said, I never had a falling out with Joe, man.
I appreciate you clearing the air right there, Banky. And one thing that I want to talk about since we're on this subject right now is let's just go ahead and talk about what just recently was brought to you that you brought to me. And let's talk about this situation. What happened?
Oh yeah, I was on a live stream and I was talking to, you know, all of my supporters or whatnot, and people just started popping up saying, what's up with you and Joe, man? Joe say you out there, man. Joe say you got a DUI. Joe say you can't drive no more. Yeah, you got to stay away from cars. And so I see it, and I just keep on going. You know, I go on with because I'm about positivity. I don't even feed the negative energy. You already know that. So I was like, boom, 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 and I went, and it's just more and more of them kept coming. So I didn't understand what they was talking about. So when I actually got off of live, I went back. And this first time I did that, I hit that person back who was saying it the most, and I said, what did y'all say Joe said this at? I said, show it to me. I said, I just don't, take rumors and stuff and just go fly off the handle. I said, show me where he said it at, and I'll talk to him about it. So they come back, and they was like, well, it was on a Patreon live, and da-da-da-da-da. And I said, well, show it to me. They wasn't able to bring it up, wasn't able to facilitate it, so I just left it alone. So then a couple of other people just kept hitting me with it and saying it and stuff. So I said, man, I'm going to call Joe myself, you know what I'm saying? And, that's what I did. I called you. I didn't call you in an accusatory manner. I called you and spoke to you and asked you like men. And, you told me, you assured me you had nothing to do with it. You don't know nothing about it, which I knew because it was some crazy stuff anyway. So, after that, we talked it out or whatever, man. We came to the same conclusion, man. We just been hitting and missing. You know what I'm saying? You was doing this, I was doing that, but it was never an issue. So, that, brought about all of this right now, which y'all see right now. So we, back here together, no beef, no nothing.
And, I want to jump in here and say that, with you being new to the social media and to doing videos and just the internet in general, the trolling can become a part of this and is always going to be a part of this. Sort of like, the bigger you get, the more that you could deal with it. But this is really the first time that I feel like you've had to deal with this. And it's not even people not liking you. It's the fact that they've got this agenda against me. They don't like me. And they want to bring that to you, stir the pot, cause some drama. And it's just not going to work. And there'll be people who will comment on this video right here or who will try to and say, anything to try to continue trying to stir the pot. But I'm glad that we've got the opportunity to address this. And it just goes to show you just how nasty some people can be. I want to go a little bit further, and then we're going to drop this completely because there's too much positive to talk about here. But, it goes even further. You've had people who have reached out to you, Banky, who have wanted you to come on their YouTube channel and just basically trash talk me.
Yeah, oh, most definitely. I might, at first it wasn't happening. I think it may have started. It may be, it's well over a month and something now. Probably going on close to 2 months since I hadn't seen you or talked to you. Nothing. They started coming to me, man, asking me, would you like to come on this show or would you like to talk about the situation or what's going on with you and Joe? I see, Joe and you ain't getting along no more. So I know he do all his people wrong. He probably did you wrong. And you want to come on here and talk about it because, we trying to out him. We trying to let people know, what type of dude he is. And I never responded to any of that type of stuff, man, because of the simple fact, like I say, I told you when I met you from day one, I say, man, I treat people the way they treat me. And, I'm not just talking positivity. I'm about that. So I ain't about no negativity, and I ain't about no beefing, and I ain't about no trying to pull nobody down or nothing like that. So I don't know if that helped them fuel their fire by me not going on there and talking about you where they say, well, probably, well, I'm going to go at him then. You know what I'm saying? Since he don't want to, be a part of that, then I just go with him. I don't know, maybe that was the case, but I never, said that I would do it. I declined all of that, and I decline it every day, man. That's not what I'm about, Like I told you, if I had a problem with you, which I don't, but if I had a problem with you, I would come to you, just like I picked up the phone and called you, or I would come to you physically and see you, and we talk about it like men. I don't get behind that and do all of that stuff like that, man. To me, that's crazy. That's not the world that I come from. So,
Well, I appreciate you clearing the air on that situation and addressing that. And we don't even got to mention who it is who has reached out to you. I'm sure people can take a pretty good guess of who that is. Let's go ahead and move on to something a lot more positive.
Yeah.
Look, here's something that really trips me out. And, I've been busy, so I haven't seen everything that's been going on with you. I had heard through the grapevine that you had gotten a car, and I had no idea what happened with this car that you got, Banky. Hey, tell us the story about you. First, you got your license.
Yeah.
And now you got a car.
Yeah, I had did the video. It's been a couple of months now ago. I got my license, which was wonderful after 30-some years. And I think it was less than a week after I had my license, man, a supporter, man, gifted me a car. You know who you are. I appreciate you to this day. I never try to, neglect the chance to shout them out because that was a big gift. That was awesome. That changed my life. You know what I'm saying? In the sense of by me being gone so long, just getting my license, getting a car was going to be a process. It was going to be costly or whatever, by me just getting out of here. So that just helped me tremendously. You know what I'm saying? It gave me a part of my independence, so I'm gonna forever be grateful for that. And it was a nice car, you know what I'm saying? And people was on me about the Jag. They was like, did you get the Jag? Did you get the Jaguar? Because when I did the video with you saying that I wanted the Jaguar, right? So they was like, oh man, I got 1,000 comments. Oh, you know what they say about Jaguars, right? You gotta get you 2 of them because when the other one is in the shop, because they break down so much. So I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, but they gifted me a car, man, a nice car, 2012 Honda Cross Tour, and it was a beautiful thing, man. It's something, like I say, no matter what happens or what transpires from this point on, that's a gift that I never forget, man. Because like I say, somebody did that out of the kindness of their heart, and that's what I promote. That type of positivity, that type of energy, where you would just reach out and try to help somebody for no purpose. They put no strings attached. They put it in my name. So it wasn't like they was doing it so I would be indebted to them or anything like that. They made that abundantly clear. This is just a gift to you because I like your energy and I like what you promote. And they was in a position that they was able to do that, man. So that was beautiful, man.
That's a major gift right there. And shout out to who did that for you, Banky. I don't even know who it was. I'm just really happy to hear that, that took place for you. That's just something you don't hear about all that often. You've gotten your license back for the first time in over 30 years. You're driving, you're mobile. Obviously, I want to know how does that feel, but what are you doing with this mobility now?
Oh, it really helps me get to my grandkids back and forth. Anybody that's on my YouTube channel know that, my grandkids is a big part of my life. So I'm able to go see them and pick them up and take them to the park and take them to the beach and do things like that with them. I'm able to travel from where I live at to go see my mom. I don't have to wait anymore for somebody to come pick me up, take me, you know what I'm saying? Then, I'm taking up other people's time. So like I said, it gave me a big chunk of my own independence since I've been out here. So, with my YouTube too, I've started doing a segment on my channel. It's called Conversation with Convicts, where I interview dudes that I've been locked up with, let them share their story, you know what I'm saying? I played the Joe Guerrero role, you know what I'm saying?
I'm proud to know that I inspired that.
Yes, you definitely did, you know what I'm saying? So I do that. I play the Joe Guerrero role more or less. We just sit there and we just conversate, man. And I think the dudes that I interview, they have a compelling story. And, some of it may be similar to mine, some of it may not be, but I try not to do nobody who ain't got nothing really to say, and they trying to put out positive energy. And they've been out here and either for less time I have or more time than I have. But the main thing is, whatever they started at, right now they're doing positive things. They're not, breaking no laws. They're not getting in no trouble. They're working and they're getting their life back together, which seems to be a misconception that a lot of people think that when you've been locked up so long that, you come out here that, you ain't gonna be able to do nothing. And you may resort back to this, that, and the third. But you got these people that's showing you that they can be productive. They done came out here, man, and got their life together, and they done started doing productive things. And more importantly, some of these people was not even expecting to get out. You know what I'm saying? And they did get out. Just like my last interview with Big Gary, he had a no parole sentence. So he did 31 years with the perception that he was never going to get out. And then all of that changed in 1 year, and in less than 9 months, he was out and a free man. And he's been out here working 2 and 3 jobs, getting ready to buy a new house, got a fiance. So that's the type of positivity that I want to put out there, and that's the type of interviews that I do. And these dudes are dudes that I've been doing time with. And now, like I said, with the question about the car that helps me. Because sometimes I got to get to them, or sometimes we got to meet at a certain place. Same way like me and you was doing when I first met you. And every time we did an interview, you had to come get me. I had no transportation where I could drive myself. I didn't even have my license. So yeah, man, that was a major help, man. And like I say, shout out to that person. You know who you are, and I appreciate it all day, every day.
Forgive me real quick. I just want to throw this in here. My wheels are spinning right now. I'm not going to speak no more on that. Boy, Banky, I got some big ideas, but I'll talk to you about that off camera. What Absolutely. You're doing, I'm super happy to see that you're doing that. Going and talking to people and, not so much playing my role, but man, that's awesome that you're continuing just to further what you're doing, not only in your own life, but with your channel as well. Off topic completely. I remembered that you did this, and I just got to bring this up. Yo, did you try to call out Jake Paul for a fight?
I most definitely did. I most definitely did. And I will call him out again, but he ain't going to fight me because he getting big money. But I was like, you know, he a YouTuber. You know, I mean, I know I'm small fry with the YouTube, you know, but hey, everybody started small at first, you know what I'm saying? Every building started with one brick. So what I was saying was, he ain't clean up the YouTube yet. You ain't beat all the YouTube fighters. I'm Banky Pound. That pound stands for pound for pound. So Jake Paul can come see me, Logan Paul, either one of them. I could whip both of them in one day. This I'm sure of.
Yeah. You see the way, did you see the way that he tried to call out Conor McGregor?
Oh, yeah. See, he calling out Conor McGregor because that's a $100 million paycheck. You know what I'm saying? But Conor McGregor will literally destroy him, you know. And, I mean, he got to be talking about boxing. If he get in the octagon, you know, that's suicide. But he's calling out Conor McGregor because of the simple fact he know that Conor McGregor is easily antagonized. And he's talking that stuff about Conor's family, this, that, and the third. But he's just chasing the money. But he's already a millionaire, according to what they say, multiple times over. So I don't know. I think he's more so for the publicity or whatnot. But if he's not just for publicity, if he just think he can whoop people. I seen one video, somebody sent it to me, where a YouTuber came to his house and he got in the ring and beat the YouTuber up real bad, but that YouTuber couldn't fight. Couldn't do that to me. You know what I'm saying? So call me to your house. You got all the money. Send me up there, fly me up there, whatever, and I'll go ahead and whoop you on camera. And then your brother, you know, so yeah.
So again, it's been a couple of months since I've last seen you, Banky, and that's for no fault but my own, me being busy, procrastinating probably to some degree. In the time that, you know, we haven't seen each other, what else has been going on with you?
Like I say, just basically I just been, you know, getting back close to my family, trying to build up this YouTube channel, the Banky Pound channel. You know, I'm almost at 15,000 subscribers, which I appreciate 100%. You know, I do a lot of live. My son, as everybody knows, is on the Banky Pound channel. My son, Hollywood Trail, and his friend, his artist, Big Sexy Dez, they, you know, was, you know, helping me with the editing and doing all the stuff that I don't really know about, you know what I'm saying? But they moved to California, you know, to Hollywood to pursue their dreams out there making music videos or whatnot. So, you know, that kind of, you know, slowed me up a little bit. He still does my editing and stuff. It's just a longer process. But the people who follow my channel already know that they had their mishap recently as well. You know, their apartment, they just moved up there less than a couple of weeks ago, and their apartment already caught on fire. And they lost everything that they had, you know, all of their belongings, all of their equipment, the computer, the camera, and all of that. So, you know what I'm saying, if you're out there, you know, send a little prayer for them. But we trying to regroup as a family to get them some help out there so they can get back on their feet. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, things will get back on track. So that has taken up a lot of my time, a lot of my concern. You know, I'm a father, so, you know, I worry about him out there in a whole nother, you know, state and everything. And but he's getting himself together, and he got other people and other family members just looking out for him as well. So, you know, that's been my main focus, man. I still do the same thing as far as, you know, me, myself. I cut hair, still cut hair as a side job, still do lawn care as a side job, you know, while this YouTube thing is still in flux. But I'm going to keep with it, man. I'm going to stay with it. You know, one day I'm going to be, you know, big as Joe.
I ain't nowhere. You need to be big as Jake Paul, then you'll be somewhere.
Yeah.
Then you can bring me along.
Yeah, man. One of us got to do it, man, because I think them dudes got like 20-something million.
Oh, yeah, they got it going on for sure.
Yeah.
You know, you mentioned the cutting hair.
Yeah.
There's a new guy that I just got the opportunity to meet and begin to really follow around a little bit, a guy by the name of Booker. And this is man, if I could introduce you to somebody, love to be able to introduce you to this guy. A bail bondsman, a guy that rents rooms out. He's got over 100 rooms that he rents. He's got a party bus business, an ice cream store, a barbershop. Wow. And I mean, man, dude is doing huge things, really humble dude, but the barbershop. And I don't know what's really going on with that. And I mentioned you to him, so I really would like to make that introduction and see what could be possible there if nothing else. Maybe something else could be as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. Coincidentally that you brought that up, it just brings me to another thing that you asked me what I've been doing as well. I don't know if you ever been or ever met. I think he said never met you. The dude that got the YouTube channel too, the Mighty Mouse UFL.
Oh, the Street Beefs dude?
Yeah, he was with Street Beefs, but I think he broke off now. Well, I know he broke off now and doing his own thing. He got his own YouTube channel where he got like 300,000 subscribers already. But, you know, he got a movement called Gloves Up, Guns Down, where he be trying to make the dudes fight, you know, using their hands opposed to beefing like the gangs or whatnot. And he called me, and I felt like he was on a positive vibe, positive energy. I met with him. I talked with him. I went out to a couple of his events, one of his events recently, and I met
Reggie Barnett Jr.
Reggie
that
Barnett
way.
Jr. down there. And the first thing he said to me was, he said, "Man, you Banky, ain't you, man? You Banky Pound?" I was like, "Yeah." He said, "Man, let me shake your hand, man." He said, "Joe kept wanting to introduce us, man." And I said, "Yeah, I remember him telling me that, man." He said, "Yeah, the schedules was just off." And he was a cool dude, man. He was a really good dude. I talked to him. I got him on video too. I haven't been able to edit the video because of Cartrell, but I got that whole incident on video. And we talked. He brought his belts out there, you know. And,
He wants to get a title fight with the bare knuckle thing.
Right. He said he got one that should be coming up in 2021. He said he's going to get the title. And I told him I'm going to support him, you know, no doubt. You know, he's from VA. Same thing. Like I say, you know, from prison to pay-per-view. You know, he got out. He doing something positive, that positive energy. And that's what I'm about. I support that. So, like I say, this dude right here, same thing. I support that, meeting him or whatever, because, like I say, Reggie, he's a good dude, man. I talked to him face to face, man. We had a good time that day, man. We was out there for a couple of hours. Real nice. It was a real nice event, man. And same dude with the dude Mighty Mouse, man. He's doing a good movement. He's on his way now. He live stream every day. He's on his way now to like Dallas and do an event out there. They like doing events all over now. It started in VA, but now it's just like, you know, he's getting international with it. So it's a good movement, man. It's a good thing. And then, you know, it had two of the things that I'm passionate about, you know, boxing and positive energy. So I was with that, man. So yeah.
You know, I've never had an opportunity to meet this guy, Mighty Mouse. I've heard about him. I know about the Street Beefs thing, but I'm happy to know that you got a chance to meet him. And me hearing you talk about him, I learn a little bit more about what he's got going on. So a very special shout out to this guy and the positive movement that he's starting as well. Banky, we have got to start seeing each other a lot more regularly, and I want to be able to do that. And there's things that I think that we can do and things that I'd like to incorporate you as a part of. Cooking videos, man, I miss doing those. I'm sure we could do some really good things. I'm getting ready to do a cooking video real soon. It's just some, you know, something kind of trivial.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be no Banky Pound cooking, man. You know, you need me in that kitchen, man. You need me in that kitchen. That's what people asked me when I did my cooking videos. They was used to seeing you over there chopping up your stuff, man, and, you know, ad-libbing or whatnot, right? Yeah, so people comment that on my channel. They said, where Joe at, man? When you seeing Joe cooking and everything, Joe chopping it up and cracking your jokes or whatever. And they remember the jump with Dave in there as well, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Dave, man. Dave's World too, man. But yeah, most definitely, man. We can do that, man. You already know that's what it is, man. I told you, man. I told you before. I said it again, man. You know, like I said, I knew nothing about this type of stuff till I met you, man. You know what I'm saying? So I got nothing but love for you and the APS family, man. So yeah, most definitely. And one major thing that I did forget to tell you that was going on too. Everybody out there, be careful, protect yourself. Wear your mask when you go out there and be protected, because I did just get over the coronavirus about a week or two ago. So I was under the weather, man. It had me in quarantine for about 14 days. And out of the 14 days, probably 4 or 5 of them, was draining, man. It was like my body was aching and I was sore and I was tired. I had no energy. I couldn't get up. I didn't lose my sense of smell or taste, but the energy level and the stuff like that was amazing, man. So I can just imagine that if it get on top of somebody who's really not in good shape, or, you know what I'm saying, or younger, it can really be deadly disease, man. So everybody out there, just remember that, man. In 2021, man, to just, protect yourself and wear your mask and keep your sanitizer and your gloves and stuff with you, man, because it's serious,
Yeah, it most certainly is. We're practicing social distancing right here as we're filming this. Look, I don't want to make this.
Super long.
I do want to get ready to wrap this thing up. It's crazy because I was trying to remember one final thing that I wanted to incorporate with. Oh, yeah, that's what it was. You know, I want to say this real quick. There's Banky, there's Jew-Man, there's Darnell Phillips. Those are just three people who come to my mind off tops who have done 30, close to 30 years or more than 30 years in the penitentiary. And all three of you and those other two individuals are doing so well after prison. And it's just kind of crazy to think that guys who have done 3 decades in prison are coming out here, and though they're struggling to adjust and things are definitely going to take some time to get used to, they're able to do well. Whereas, and this is no shot to anybody, just, you know, any random other people, it seems like the struggle is a lot more difficult for them to stay out of prison. And I'm not sure what that really ties to. Well, for somebody who has done way less time, a couple of years, 5 years, you know, a couple of months. Maybe it's because they haven't had the, you know, the shock value of damn near spending your entire life locked up, or I don't know what it really is. But I guess what I'm really trying to say is, you know, Banky, a guy that served over 30 years in prison, look at you out here. I mean, you're really doing it. You're really getting back to life. You're adjusting out here, and you're really finding your feet after prison.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I can't say what the formula is. I know just for me, you know, like I say, I wanted to get out here for so long, for so many years, so many decades that, you know, when it finally did happen, it was so surreal. And then when I did get out here, and like I say, it was so surreal, and I started moving and adjusting in life, man, it just was such a burden lifting up off of you from being in the position that I was in so much. That pressure was off of me now, where I could see my family, I could see my kids and my grandkids and things like that. It just started, you know, melting the pain away that I had on the inside. So you learn to value life more when you in that position because you've been in another position. So that right there helped me transition to be able to appreciate life. And I think that when someone who's been locked up for 20 or 30 years, I just think, this is my personal opinion, I just think they value life more. You know, they just value life more opposed to somebody who might have been out here for 20, 30 years and haven't gotten on their feet. That's because they take life for granted. They take that freedom for granted. They take, you know, the opportunities that they have out here for granted, like, oh, I get up and do it when I want, or there's plenty of time. But when you on that other end, you know, you so desperate, man, for life, man. You so desperate for the camaraderie, to be around somebody, to be around people who genuinely care about you, to be around people that's in your corner that, you know, when you get that opportunity, you just got to hold on to it, man. And then, like I said, when I was in there and I came out, you know, however the powers that be lined up, you know, and I met you and went and did the interview and stuff like that, this was not even in my brain. I had nothing knew anything about YouTube. So it was no way that I could have foreseen me doing this. I was thinking in my mind when I got out, man, I'm gonna be, you know, cutting hair and, you know, trying to get me a gym started, man, where I could get these kids in here and you know, teach them how to box and put some morals and principles and stuff in them. That was my goal, and it still is my goal. But it's just now that I'm going at my goal from a different way. I'm using this YouTube as social media as a way to be able to promote my message, to put my positive energy out there. So that will help facilitate what I'm trying to do with the gym and the kids later on down the line. But like I say, you never know what plan God got for you, man. You just got to follow it, man, and just believe in yourself, you know. Because like I say, I wouldn't have never thought that I could do this, you know, most definitely. It just didn't even cross my mind. But once I got over there and I got to talking with you, it was just, to me, it was just easy because everything that we was talking about was things that I'd already experienced, things that I'd already been through. And then you just talk to me and ask me questions and I just answer them, and then you just sit back and let me talk. And that's what we do all day and then anyway. So, you know, it really wasn't that difficult. And then when you got 30 plus years of stories, you know, all you have to do is bring up one and I can probably tell you about it, you know, or know something about it or something, you know. So yeah, man, I'm thankful, man. I'm grateful. I'm humbled, man, that I'm in this position. I want to, keep on doing it. You know what I'm saying? I want to keep on pushing forward. Like I say, I wanted to get as big as it can get, because the bigger it get, the more people it reach. And all of my followers and subscribers out there right now, man, I call them, like my family, man, the Banky Parent family. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all supporting me or whatnot. All the people in the APS family who still send me shout out. It's a lot of y'all too. Way more of y'all than it is the negative people. But y'all know what I say anyway, you know what I'm saying? We feed the positive and starve the negative. So we gonna let them starve in 2021. And we just gonna feed the positivity. So shout out to my APS family and my Banky Parent family. In 2021, we're gonna try to get bigger than the polls. Yeah, we're gonna try to get bigger than the polls.
That's right.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you anything you want to say as we get ready to wrap this up, but I don't think you can say it any better than what you're saying right there, Banky. Feed the positive and starve the negativity. Yeah. You can't say it no better than that. I want to thank you for the time. I want to let this be the start of us getting back on track, back together. And who knows, maybe I do need to take a moment and thank the trolls for bringing Banky and I back together.
Yeah. Oh, what's the old? Remember the old? I hate her, bye hater. Yeah,
hey, look,
man.
It's awesome to get a chance to see you again,
For
Banky.
sure, man.
And I'm going to look forward to seeing you again next week.
That's what's up, man. So shout out to everybody out there, man. Take care of yourself in 2021. Happy New Year. And keep supporting APS and Banky Pound. We love y'all out there. Peace.